A very good morning to you. Welcome to the midweek edition of the show. Promises to be exciting as always. I'm Yemi Adebayo.
I am Tayo Salam. It's great to have you join us on the show. We're starting off on an explosive note with the biggest story in the world of football. Mauricio Pochettino has been sacked as the manager of Tottenham Hotspur. Yemi, I know you'd say, is this actually the biggest story in the world of football, or what we're about to see next?
Yes.
Which one of them?
But actually, while we're still trying to recover from this, they hit us with the next one. And this is no film trick. The second piece of news that we're giving to you, the man that a lot of people have been wondering, where is he going? What's his next move? What's his next move? And let's just show you this morning. Jose Mourinho is the man to replace Mauricio Pochettino. A lot of us didn't see this coming. A lot of us didn't see him going to London. A lot of people said, no, he wouldn't do that, he wouldn't do that.
Are you sure about that?
But guess what?
Wow.
Jose
is
back in England.
He's back and staying in London.
The press can't wait to have him. All the interviews is going to be fun.
Wow, what a morning. What a last 24 hours, you have to say. We'll definitely be talking a lot about this dramatic turn of events in the last 10, 15 hours. Also on the show, of course, we'll continue a preview of match day 4 of the Nigerian Professional Football League. Matches will play today across the various centres, and there are certain teams that will be looking to maintain their unbeaten start to the season. Actually, their winning start to the season. Teams like Plateau United.
All right, so that's it. 8 matches to be played today. We'll talk more about that later on the show. But that's not where we're going to start. We're going to start with the Davis Cup. We start with tennis on the show. Yeah. And we'll talk about Spain. The new format has got everyone talking about the Davis Cup. I guess only Roger Federer is the only top star that has
to South America for the exhibition stuff.
Yeah. But most of the top guys still came with the country. And after a Navy start, the Spaniards found a way to get back into the game against the Russians. Rafael Nadal contributed in no small way to Spain's victory. And I'm very sure we're going to see that. It was 2-1 in favor of the Spaniards. And you had Marcel Granollers and Feliciano Lopez combined to take out Andrei Rublev and Karen Khachanov in the doubles to secure the victory. You know, the victory Nadal had brought the game back to level. And these guys, you know, in the doubles,
it was a very, very tight contest.
Yeah,
like I said, very tight, very competitive contest. It didn't start too well for Spain. That was because Andrei Rublev gave Russia the lead in the very first rubber, defeating Roberto Bautista Agut 3-6, 6-3, and 7-6. So in the second rubber, Spain needed Rafael Nadal to, return them to winning ways, and that's exactly what the world number 1 did. Drew the Spaniards level 6-3, 7-6, and 6-3, 7-6 victory over Karen Khachanov. So we had to go to a decider, and that's when the doubles pairing of Marcel Granollers and Feliciano Lopez, did the business to give Spain a winning start to the Davis Cup campaign. Remember, they're playing in front of their home fans in Madrid,
so a lot of pressure
it would have been not too good if they started on a losing note.
Yeah, I agree with you. And they're probably the only team left that has, the semblance of having the fans behind you.
Right.
It's the format has been changed. And they better enjoy it now, because next time they play the Davis Cup, they're not going to have the fans behind them. And another person that I also think will be liking all of this is Gerard Piqué, his company behind all of the good stuff that we see coming into all of this. So good one for the Spaniards, and we'll see how far they can go. I'll be alarmed if Canada tops the US, tops of the ladies. But for the guys, I'm not surprised, because a lot of the top guys have even said it, apart from maybe John Isner, Francis Tiafoe trying to come up. Who else? So there's a generational gap. Talking about tennis for the male guys, and I hope that the USTA and all the other guys are doing something about it. With Canada have now broken the dog, other countries too we'll want to do that as well.
All right, then. So congratulations to the Canadians, Canada becoming the first team to advance to the quarterfinals of the Davis Cup, the newly revamped Davis Cup. It's proven to be very exciting at this very early stages. From the tennis court now, let's go to the basketball court, the NBA. Very interesting matches were played, just about 4 games. It's kind of unusual to have just 4 games in the NBA, but it is what it is. And you can see the score lines on your screen right there. The Golden State Warriors with a rare win over the Memphis Grizzlies. Alec Buck led the offense with 29 points for the Golden State Warriors, and they finally put together a team effort to end their 7-game slide. 7 games in a row they lost. No one saw this coming.
Nobody. 7 games in a row. Nobody saw it coming.
Warriors. Wow. Anyways, good win for them. Just for the record, the Warriors are bottom of the Western Conference. That's ridiculous. No one ever predicted the fate of the Warriors to be like this. They've only won 3 games this season. Wow. All right, let's move on to other matchups in the NBA. For Carmelo Anthony, he made his debut. Okay, yeah, not debut. Well, he made his long-awaited comeback.
Yes, that we all wanted to see, and he showed good signs, to be honest.
Yeah, good signs, you'd say, for someone that's been missing for about a year. Of course, a match, game rhythm still going to come to him as he plays, subsequent games. But it was a losing comeback for Carmelo Anthony for the Portland Trail Blazers, the New Orleans Pelicans, ensuring that Carmelo's second debut didn't end in victory, 115-104 in favor of New Orleans. For Carmelo Anthony, finished with 10 points on 4 of 14 shooting in 24 minutes.
Well, not bad for somebody just come in. But a lot from some of the reviews I read, some of the top guys talking about him. Some are saying he's looking good already. First game, the signs are there. And like you said when we started talking about Melo, I think if he can keep his head down, the potential has never been in that. Keep his head down. Accept that there's been a shift. You're probably not a top dog anymore, but you still have it. You still have it. And whichever way the coaches want to use you, just get down to it and work.
Exactly. Just accept whatever role. Interestingly, actually started that game for the Portland Trail Blazers yesterday. The Blazers continue to struggle, so they're going to be needing Carmelo to really come to the party to help stem their issues. Elsewhere, the Sacramento Kings defeated the Phoenix Suns are 120-116. Bogdanovic setting career highs with 31 points and 7 3-pointers. So good win there for the Sacramento Kings. And last but not the least, it's the Lakers topping the OKC and silencing, this is more appropriate, silencing the OKC Thunder 112-107. In this game, Anthony Davis played a very, very instrumental role in the victory. Of course, LeBron James as well. For the Lakers, they have the best record in the NBA. 12 games they have won and lost only 2. Let's talk about our top performers on the night. We have 4 of them played really well for their teams. Some of them ended up on the winning side, some of them on the losing side. The very first guy on your screen, Devin Booker, 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists for Phoenix, but it wasn't enough. They lost by just 4 points against the Sacramento Kings. The next guy is Bogdanovic. What a player. He's having a fantastic season in the NBA. 31 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. Like I said earlier.
Was a career high for him.
Exactly.
A lot of people are monitoring him, especially he has someone else that shares the same surname, but they're not related.
Yeah, Bojan Bogdanovic.
They're not related. But,
very easy to mix those 2 guys up.
Yeah, I almost did, actually. Yeah. And so, good performance from him, career high. We'll see how far he can go with his performances. But, you know, all of these performances will come, and hopefully for these guys, they'll be hoping that when it matters most, you know, you can do it in the regular season, but you also need it when it matters most, when the playoff starts.
Exactly. So take a bow wherever you are, Bogdanovic. All right, Anthony Davis fantastic player. He's been doing amazing things since being traded to the LA Lakers. 34.7 rebounds.
And to think that this guy, was playing, I think with a shoulder injury,
he's battled shoulder problem,
injections and all that. Even when, I mean, there was a time he was playing with a stiff, very stiff, but he wasn't getting those shots. And even sometimes when the coach wants to take him out, he just wants to play. And I always
finishing with 34 points. That's remarkable.
Great guy.
Last but not the least is a sidekick. No, I don't think it's
no. This
sidekick. How do you call LeBron James a sidekick?
No, you don't do that. You don't do that.
No, you don't do that. All right. King James is the last guy on our top performer list. King James with a triple-double, 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. And that was enough to give him a record for the only player to score or record a triple-double against every team in the NBA. 30 of them. LeBron James, the first man to do it. 17 years on since making his debut, is still playing incredible basketball again.
Still making
What more
history.
can we say about this guy?
Still making history. I mean, there's nothing else to say. Nothing else to say.
All right. Nothing else for you to say.
Nothing else. I'm looking for the words to say. Yeah. I mean, how do you top that?
Wow.
How do you do that? But we'll see if the new guys on the block will be able to do that. But just shows what an amazing career that the King has had. And he's been dominant with all the... I mean, a lot of us thought he was going to struggle with the Lakers, but with a little bit of rearrangement and AD on the block now, everything seems to be fine. And
it's like a new list of life.
Yeah, everybody's already thinking contenders already.
Of course, they have to be contenders. That was his 5th triple-double of the season, by the way. Like I said, is the first player in league history to record a triple-double against every team in the NBA. All the other guys, you know, that are ahead of him in terms of triple-double, Magic Johnson, Russell Westbrook, J.C. Kidd, all those guys, none of them had triple-doubles
against the teams.
Every team. So King James are still definitely very much on the basketball throne in the NBA.
Okay.
Right, I mean, is he off it?
It's still on it. It's
I told you how the contrary
No, I didn't. Okay, all right. So let's just give you a slice of rugby on the show as a fallout of the 2020 Rugby World Cup. New Zealand changing their coach. Australia changing their coach. Michael Cheika has been there for a long time. But after the performance at the World Cup, that didn't go so well. So look, I'm gonna step down. And you want to say something?
No. I mean, I was just gonna say, quarterfinal. I'm trying to say, not bad, but for Australia,
their expectations are high.
A lot higher than quarterfinals.
Some of us believe that New Zealand seem to be the best. Thank God South Africa is on their level now. But they see themselves as, if you're going to mention, at par. And anytime you lose to New Zealand, it's painful. But now you're not even losing to New Zealand. You're losing, I think they lost to England, something like that.
I get what you're saying.
So the pain and the frustration and the man. But what's happening now is that... the people in charge at the board in Australia have named somebody from New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand, right.
Dave Rennie as the new coach. And they've given explanations as to why he's the choice for, the Wallabies. So let's just listen to how they came about to appoint Dave Rennie as their new coach, and the explanation why he fits the bill, why he suits the job, and why he'll be able to continue in Cheika's legacy.